Hi guys, I just wanted to record a little video about what you're going to be doing today. And I wanted to kind of give you an idea. So part of your warm-up is going to be to watch this video and to make sure that you write down the answers to the questions. And I'm also going to go over what you're going to do today. So you're going to do this little packet. Remember yesterday we talked about the scientific method and all the steps. We have testable questions, predictions, procedure, collecting data, graphing your data, and then your conclusion or your CER. So first you're going to start with your testable questions. You're going to read the questions below and decide if they are testable and answered scientifically. You'll write in the space here if they're testable or non-testable, and then tell me why. So for this example, how does the size affect the breathing rates of tropical fish? That is testable. You could create an experiment, and so you can test the size of the fishes and the breathing rates. Then you're going to do observation inference. So you're going to look at this picture and you're going to write if this sentence is an observation from the picture or an inference from the picture. You're going to read these graphs and circle the letters that it goes with. And then you're going to fill in based on whatever letters you circled, you're going to fill that in. You're going to look at this graph and you're going to answer these 5 questions. When we're talking about the trend, remember we're talking like increasing or decreasing, and be careful because this graph has a different trend from 1968 to 1980, and then it has a different trend from 1980 to 2000. So you should have 2 sentences there. You are going to practice graphing. Be careful here. It needs to be a bar graph. You need to fill in the title, the X and the Y, which you'll find here. You get to make up your own title. And then I set up the X-axis. You need to keep counting up and then make your bars. And your independent variable is your X-axis and your dependent variable is your Y. For this one, you're kind of more on your own. I set up the numbers, you create your own title, you're going to put your labels, and then you need to count up by 5s, and this is a line graph, so I should see those little dots and the line connecting at the end. And then last, you're going to practice claim and evidence, so you're going to read this question and write a claim based on your data, which is here, and then you're going to write your evidence. Your evidence needs to be between 3 and 4 sentences, and if you need help, look back in the paper we did yesterday or look in your notebooks and that will help you. And you're doing the 2 testable questions. If you have any questions and the sub can't answer them, write them down on your papers or on your warm-ups and I will answer them in the morning. Remember, be extra good for the sub. I don't bribe, but I will reward good behavior. So the expectation is that you're good, but I will have consequences if you're not and rewards if you are good. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a good day.